basic math learners. Here we have got solving for x and y. And they said 3x minus 2y equals minus 1 and y equals 5x minus 3. If you look carefully here, they want us to find the value of x and value of y, which will work in both equations. Which means this is simultaneous equation. And we need to find out the value of x and y, which will work in both equations. If you look at the both equations, the first equation is 3x minus 2y equals minus 1, and it is not written in standard form. The second equation is y equals 5x minus 3, which is written in standard form. Whenever we are solving simultaneous equations, there are three methods we use. And the best method that we use is the one is called algebraic method. And we are going to use that one. My second equation, it is in standard form and it's telling me that y equals 5x minus 3. Therefore, I need to take the first equation. 3x minus 2y equals minus 1. And I see my y equals 5x minus 3. Therefore, I need to substitute place of y 5x minus 3 in bracket. Whenever you substitute in something, you must remember to bracket what you put in that position. Always, it's necessary. Equals minus 1. Now you have got an equation which has only one variable, which is an x. Good. Now, let's find the value of x. 3x minus, this 2 is attached to the bracket, and inside the bracket we have two terms, which means the minus 2 must be multiplied. Each term is inside the bracket. 5x minus 2 times 5x gives me negative 10x. Minus 2 times minus 3 gives me positive 6. And it's equal minus 1. Now, I need to find out the value of x, and in order to find out, I have to get the x on one side on its own. We can find on you can put the x every side you want, but the best side is to put on the right side. Therefore, 3x minus 10x gives me negative 7x. And here I have got plus 6. I need to get rid of this plus 6, which means I need to bring the opposite operation and subtract the 6. The same way, I need to subtract the 6 from other side, because the golden rule of equation says that whatever you do to one side, do to the other side too. Therefore, this plus 6 minus 6 gets out both of them, which means I have got minus 7x equals minus 7. Equals minus 7. Now, I have got my x here, and I see the x has got a coefficient of minus 7. And this minus 7 is joined to x by multiplication. And I must get rid of this coefficient. How? Yes, do the opposite operation. The opposite operation of multiplication is division. Therefore, I need to divide by -7. Remember, don't you forget, whatever you do to one side, you must do to the other side too, which means this side I must divide by -7. -7 minus 7 gives me 1. Therefore, x has got coefficient 1 now, which we don't write, and it's called a goes to 1. -7 divided by -7 gives me positive 1. Therefore, my x equals 1. You find the value of x. Now you need is to solve for y, applying this value that you get. Yes, let's go here. Here we have the y equals 5x minus 3. Therefore, you can say my y equals 5 bracket 1 minus 3. Because the 1 comes from here. This is the value of x that you find out. 5 times 1 is equals 5. This bracket is just multiplication. And remember, wherever you take a value and you substitute in the place of the variable, bracket it. It's called the unnecessary scales, which is needed always. Okay, 5 times minus 3. Okay, it gives me 2. Therefore, my y equals 2. Now, the final calculation is xy gives me 1, 2. This is called a